Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Boone from Emerald City Guitars down here, and I'm here with our pick of the day, or more specifically, my pick of the day, and got a really great piece today, man. And I've visited this one before a little bit, and I think we did at one point a little clip on it, but man, I had to do this guy again. What we have here is an original 1931 Martin OM28. Now, this is a very rare instrument indeed, so it is a pre-war guitar, obviously, and the pre-war Martins are some of the most highly collectible guitars on the planet. I got this from a guy down in Southern Oregon some months ago, and I immediately handed it off to local legend Mark Tossman to have a little bit of work done on it for me. So Mark had seen this guitar before when I handed it to him, and he had worked with the gentleman who I bought it from and had done a couple things to it. Specifically, removed a small portion of what someone had put on as a pick guard to cover this area here. People do strange things. I have no idea why the guy would have put a little extra pick guard material on there, but I'm just assuming he had a unique picking style or he was a basher or whatever. But Mark was able to remove that material, and you can see here where when Mark removed it, he did a great job, but it did lift some of the finish off of this area in here. So Mark put a little bit of shellac just to protect and seal that wood in those areas. And according to Mark, and you may well know this, but with a little bit of alcohol and a Q-tip, you can remove shellac. So if anybody doesn't want that on there, you can remove that, so it's not anything permanent, but it is very useful to seal that up, and you really want to do that on that really nice Adirondack spruce top. So in this period, of course, aside from the Adirondack spruce, they also were doing the scallop bracing and the herringbone inlay, as you can see around there. And this is just a really amazing, well played, but all there vintage Martin instrument. The original bridge is intact, as is the bridge pad underneath there. Internally, it looks great. All the original braces are there. The original tortoiseshell pick guard. You can see the snowflake inlay on the ebony board is very indicative of this period. You flip it over, beautiful Brazilian rosewood, again with 87 years of playability shows up on this finish. There's some wear obviously on the back. This guitar, for a guitar of this age, it's been very well kept. There are a few cracks that have been repaired over the years. You can see a little bit on the side here where there's been a little bit of repair done. Not oversprayed, it's the original finish on this instrument. Mark also did a little repair on the little crack here on the top from the butt of the guitar to the bridge pad. And you see that quite often on these old Martins, and it kind of stops right there, but Mark shored that up, and this guitar is just solid right now from top to bottom. I've got it strung up with a set of D'Addario light gauge phosphor bronze strings. According to Mark, you could run a set of mediums on here, but I don't know why you'd want. I guess some guys may want to go with the little slightly heavy gauge, but a light gauge is perfect on this guitar. You can see the back of the neck shows some wear, but pretty clean with just a couple, little telltale signs of a lot of player time on this. The original tuners are intact. Martin did not yet put the logo on the headstock. You can see it on the back here where they stamp it in here, and it was later on when they started going with the gold logo, Martin & Company, on the headstock. Great neck angle. Mark had done a neck reset on it previous to when I'd gotten it. This has the original bar frets still intact on this guy. Just all around solid collectible guitar that has some great playing time on it, and it sounds wonderful. It's really warm, and the bass is very well rounded on this with an even balance across the board. I think you'll be well impressed with the overall tone and volume of this box. So it's not every day a guy walks in and just throws down on a guitar like this, but if you're into the OM sizes, and specifically, pre-war with all the right components to it. This is just a great choice, wonderful piece. And I'm thrilled to bring it back and show it off to you guys as my pick of the day. So without further ado, I'm gonna have Ian Crawford play some stuff on this guy. All right, guys, and there you have it. A 1931 pre-war Martin OM-28, and that's my pick of the day.